Yeah. Okay, so welcome to Build Business Credit Builder webinar on the title of this one is called Business Credit Building Steps. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody that watches on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Make sure you click the follows, the likes, all that stuff, right? Okay. So, the title today is the business credit steps, right? Now, what I want to say about the steps is this. In order to build business credit, it's a step-by-step process. Each step is needed for the next step. So that means there's no skipping steps, all right? That's how we do it, all right? All right, so we're gonna get down to business, right? The first step in building business credit is to make sure your company is set up properly, okay? Is to make sure that your company is credible in the eyes of the lender, okay? See, you want to make sure that the lender is looking at you in the appropriate manner. In order to do that, you need to understand what they're thinking, okay? All right, so we're gonna go over the first step right now, all right? Which is, I call this step the credibility, all right? Credibility, make your business credible in the eyes of the lender, okay? So, and this is simple stuff, okay? But I can tell you this, the credible step is the most important step that there is. There's no other step that's more important than making sure your business is credible in the eyes of the lender. And the reason why I say that is because when you fill out an application, right, for credit or a loan or something, it's just an application with fields on it, right? Each field that they're asking for something, they're actually doing something. For instance, in the part where they ask you for your business name, what they are actually doing is pulling up all the businesses with a similar business name and address as yours, okay? And if your business does not match up exactly, and I mean exactly, because this is a computer that's doing this, right? So your business name has to match up exactly. If it doesn't match up exactly, they can deny you, and they do not have to tell you why they denied you. So what that means to a business person is this. You're filling out the application, you're rushing because you got stuff to do. In your name, there's a dash, but you skip the dash because you're rushing. You abbreviate a name, you leave off the LLC, and then when this computer goes to match your name, it doesn't match. They deny you, you don't even know why. They don't have to tell you why, okay? Okay, so that's why this is the most important step. Because you can keep filling out your name without that dash, abbreviated names, and never know why this is not working, okay? So, here we go. These are the items that you need to set up your business properly. I hope you can see this. This is in the brown marker. Okay, so, you need a business name, all right? Business name, you get that at the Secretary of State in the state that you reside. Every state does this differently, okay? You also need an entity. When you get that name, they're gonna ask you for an entity. And what you need to know about the entity is that in order to separate your business liability from your personal liability, you must use a LLC, which is a limited liability corporation, or a corporation. If you select for your entity a proprietorship or a partnership, then you are personally liable for whatever goes on with this business. So you want to separate your personal stuff from your business stuff. And that's why we set this business name, all right? And when you're setting up that business name, it costs, in Georgia, it costs $100. In New York, it costs about $250. In Florida, it costs 200 something. In California, it costs about $800. So every state does this differently, all right? So you need that business name. You need that entity. You need a business phone number, okay? Business phone number. You need a local telephone number that is listed with the business listing, all right? There's a directory you need to list your telephone number with, because lenders and creditors consider credible businesses to be a business that has their telephone number listed, okay? That's how they're thinking, okay? So, you need that local number. You can have a 800 number and a fax number. That's not necessary. See, what is necessary is that local number listed. But once you get that local number listed, they look at that and be like, oh wow, they got that local number listed. Check. But if they got a 800 number and a fax number, now you're looking more like you're a regular business. Okay? You're looking like you can take care of business with a local number, necessary. The 800 number, fax number just makes it look like you're a credible business. See, this whole idea about business credit is to make it look like you can pay a bill. You don't have to be able to pay a bill. You just gotta look like you can pay a bill. Welcome to everybody coming in. Appreciate y'all taking your time out. Okay, so we talked about the name. We talked about the phone number. Now we're going to talk about the address. We're considering your address for your business. There's 3 options. There's no more options than the 3. Okay, the first option is a brick and mortar, a storefront. You got to have an address that you can accept packages. Okay? But not everybody can do that. That's understandable, right? Okay, so we got a second option. The second option is a virtual office address. Okay? Which you can get for as low as $50 a month. Okay? In every city, all over the world, there are virtual office companies. I use DaVinci. Okay? And you can go to my website at businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors. Okay? And you can get the instructions on how to get this virtual address. Okay? There's explicit instructions. There's a telephone, there's a person to call, the name of a person to call, and there's instructions on how to order this virtual address. Because you gotta get this right. All right? This address is way important. All right? So you gotta get this address right from the beginning. Okay? So you go to vendors, call up Mary, tell her what you want. All right? Okay. The third option for your address, and the last option for your address, is your home address. Now, it's the last option because lenders and creditors do not perceive home-based businesses as being credible. Okay? So all they want to know is, can you pay the bill? All right? That's what they're trying to determine. They're trying to determine if you can pay the bill. all right? So they think some home-based business is just frauds, okay? But they do this on a case-by-case basis, okay? So, for instance, if you do hair, right? If you do hair, okay, maybe you can pay that bill doing hair from the crib, okay? But let's say you're a trucking company, and well, maybe you can't keep all these trucks at the house. So they are trying to determine if does this make sense, okay? And one thing to know is that on your Dun& Bradstreet credit report, there's a Google Maps picture of your address. So they know where you're staying, all right? So they're just trying to figure out, does this make sense, okay? So the home address is the last option. You cannot use for your business address a P.O. box, and you cannot use a UPS address. The reason why is that on the application, in the address part of the application, what they're actually doing is pulling up the database of all P.O. boxes and all UPS addresses. If your address comes up on that list, they can deny you, and they don't have to tell you why. All right? So, cool. We got the name, we got the phone number, we got the address. You definitely, most definitely need an EIN number, okay? This is what you need to know about an EIN number. 1, you need it to build business credit. 2, it's free. That's what you need to know. You go to irs.gov, takes 15 minutes to rock that joint, and you get your EIN number right there, Johnny on the spot. All right? Okay. EIN number. You need a website. Okay? And nowadays, if a business doesn't have a website, they're like, well, what you doing? Are you really a business if you don't have a website? That's what they're thinking. I don't think that because I don't do business with a bank, right? But creditors, if they trying to get you to pay a bill, they want to make sure you got a website. That's the point blank, all right? So you need a website. You can contact me to get your website set up, and we'll make it happen for you, all right? And I'm gonna give you all my contact information. You see it right here. My telephone number, right? And if you want to make a meeting with me to talk about getting your website set up, you go to my website, businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. You see that right there? I'm gonna go back to that though, right? I'm gonna go back to that. Okay. Website. You need a business email. No doubt. You need a business email. The lenders and the creditors do not want to see you do business through a Gmail account or a free account, okay? They want to see you do business from a business email. So you need to have a website so that your business email is your name at yourbusinessname.com, okay? If you have questions, hold your questions to the end, and we're going to take care of that, all right? Okay. Email. You definitely need that email. That's a necessity. That'll get you denied. They don't have to tell you why, and you communicate with them with your Gmail, okay? Okay. Business bank account. Business bank account. You need that. Some lenders and creditors do not, they require you to have a business bank account. They're going to have that on the application. What's your business bank name? What's the address of your bank? What's the telephone number? And they're just going to check to make sure that your business does have an account. They're not going to go in your account or nothing like that. They just want to make sure your business has an account. They're trying to figure out how credible you are. And credible businesses have bank accounts for their business. And also, that business bank account will help you keep your expenses for your business separate from your personal. And that's going to help you out with your taxes. Okay? But keep them separate. All right? You don't have to, but that's what you should do. All right? You keep your business stuff separate from your personal. All right? Okay, you need that bank account. Licensing. Okay? Licensing. If you need a license to operate your business, make sure you got your license. Now, most people do got the license that they need. But the most common mistake is having the right license, but you have an old address on this license. All right? They can deny you and they don't have to tell you why. All right? That's one thing. This information has to line up every place. So that address got to be exactly what it is on your Secretary of State. When you get that Secretary of State, it takes about a month to get that certificate. The address that's listed on that certificate is what you need to have on everything. That certificate, the way they spell your name, that's how you have to list your business name every place you list your business name. Exactly to the character, to the space, and make it as simple as possible. Okay. You need a DUNS number. Okay? Dun & Bradstreet is a business credit reporting agency, and they issue a DUNS number for businesses. And this DUNS number, all it is an identifying number that identifies your business directly related to your address. And a lot of businesses, in order to even do business with some companies, you gotta have a DUNS number. And you can't build business credit without a DUNS number. And what you need to know also about this DUNS number is that it's free. Okay? Dun & Bradstreet has a sales team that's incredible. They will convince you. It takes them about 30 days to give you this DUNS number. In that 30 days, they'll be calling you, they'll be emailing you, and they will convince you that you need a DUNS number, that you need to pay for the DUNS number. But you do not have to pay for the DUNS number. Now, the items that Dun & Bradstreet will try to sell you are all nice products. They're really good products. But what those products do is build your credit for Dun & Bradstreet and not the other business credit reporting agencies. And I'm going to tell you what they do in the next step. All right? So, this is what you need to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. You need a business name, a business phone number, a business address. You need an EIN number. You need a website. You need a business email. You need a bank account. You need a license set up correctly. You need a DUNS number. And make sure you got an entity when you get that name. All right? Boom. All right? That's the first step in building business credit. Making sure your business is credible in the eyes of the lender. All right? So, step number 2 is understanding your business credit reports and the business credit reporting agencies. All right? There are 3 major business credit reporting agencies. These are separate from TransUnion and stuff like that for your personal. These just do business reporting. Okay? DNB, that's called Dun & Bradstreet. Right? That's the biggest by far. They have the most records. All right? Dun & Bradstreet. Experian. Experian is the one that is mostly used by businesses to approve you for credit for your business. Okay? And Equifax. So that's the 3 major business credit reporting agencies, okay? And they will provide your business a copy of your business credit report, okay? And you need access to your business credit report because a couple of reasons. One is that you have to build your trade lines, right? And the business credit reports is like your blueprint for building your trade lines. So when you get these trade lines, you go back to your credit report to make sure that these trade lines are reporting correctly and timely, okay? And also you need access to your business credit reports because when you apply for credit, they're going to look at your business credit report. They do not have to ask you permission to look at your business credit report, okay? With personal credit, they have to ask you permission to look at your personal credit. They have to tell you why they denied you with personal credit. With business credit, they don't have to tell you why they denied you. They don't have to ask your permission to look at your credit report in business, okay? So if you're filling out an application, it's just common sense to look at your credit report first. So when they look at it, you know what they're looking at, okay? That's common sense stuff, right? So we talked about business credit reporting agencies and why that's important, right? And let me run down what a trade line is, right? The trade line is the basis for building business credit, okay? A trade line is when you go to a company and they give you a credit account. You go buy something on credit. You got the item and you didn't pay for it yet. But now you got to pay for it. And this is what happens when you pay for this item. That company you just paid for that item, they send a report to the business credit reporting agency. This report says, hey, we got this company, XYZ company. They have a limit with us, X amount of dollars, and they made a purchase. And when they purchased that item, they paid for it in X amount of days. And they send that information to the business credit reporting agencies. The business credit reporting agencies put that information on your business credit report, and that is one trade line, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Now, when you go back to that same company and make more purchases, they call that experiences, okay? That's an experience, okay? All right, so I wanted to make sure you all knew what a trade line was because the trade line is the basis for building these business credit, all right? So we talked about one, credibility, making sure your business is credible in the eyes of the lender. We talked about two, business credit reporting agencies. And now we're going to talk about three, which is creating your business credit profile using vendor accounts, okay? Now, this part is not so simple because now you got to get vendors that will give you credit when you have no credit. You know that's hard, right? They're not going to give you credit out there when you have no credit, right? All right, so we got to find vendors that's going to give you credit when you have no credit. On top of that, they have to report to the business credit reporting agencies. And only 10% of all businesses in the United States even report because they're under high regulations and restrictions to even be able to report. Okay, so it's hard to find those businesses that's going to give you credit when you have no credit. and report. That's a hard joint, all right? So, now, so with these companies, they'll give you an account. And when they give you an account, they give you a little bit of money. They give you access to a little bit of money. And when you buy something on credit, you have to pay for it in 30 days. So they also call these net 30 accounts, which means you have to pay the total balance in 30 days. Okay? If you got questions, we're going to hold those to the end, and I'll answer some questions. And then just so you know, at 7 o'clock, we're going to do another webinar entitled How to Get Amazon, Dell, and Walmart Business Credit Cards, which I'm going to show you all the details that you need. All right? So you can go to my website at businesscreditbuilder.us/events and see the upcoming events, okay? Events. And you can register for that 7 o'clock joint, all right? That's only going to be available until 7:30 to sign up for that, all right? Okay, so now we're going to talk about these, in setting up your business credit profile with vendor accounts. This is a company that I use all the time when I start a business, setting up their business credit. Strategic Network Solutions, okay? You can find that at vendors, my website, /vendors, all right? And you'll see Strategic Network Solutions. And there will also be an affiliate code that you use when you order this product. Use the affiliate code to create your account with them, okay? Strategic Network Solutions. Strategic Network Solutions will give you $1,000 credit just because you have an EIN number and your business telephone is listed, okay? They'll give you $1,000 credit off the rip. And in case you don't know what that means, that means right away, all right? So it'll give you $1,000 right away off the rip, just like that. Strategic Network Solution. You can find that at vendors, my website /vendors, and use the affiliate code. There's also another company called Summa Office Supplies. Summa Office Supplies is also on the vendor's website, and you use the affiliate code there too. And it's easy to set up an account with them off the rip. All right? Boom. So, now, you're setting up your vendor accounts. You need a total of 5 vendor accounts. 5 net 30 accounts. That's the same thing. Vendor accounts, net 30 accounts. That's what you need. If you got a question, hold your questions to the end. Let me make sure everything here. Okay. Yeah, Summa is the second one. All right, look for Strategic Network Solutions, that's right. Did anyone understand that? Which part did you didn't understand? And we'll have a recording of this on the YouTube tomorrow or the next day. Okay. All right. So, and I'm gonna sit down and make sure y'all got everything y'all need. Okay. If y'all can't keep up with me, all right? I don't go kind of fast, but I got much that time. I don't have that much time. All right, so we went through credibility, making sure your business is credible in the eyes of the lender. name, phone, address, EIN, website, email, bank account, license, Dun Bradstreet number, entity. We went through. Number 2, business credit reporting agencies, Dun Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax. All right? And why that's important. We did that, right? We went through how to set up your business credit profile with vendor accounts net 30. You need a total of 5 net 30 accounts. So when you find these vendors that's going to give you a net 30 account, you got to ask them who they report to. The correct answer to that question is Dun Bradstreet, Business Experian, and Equifax Commercial. That's the correct answer for our purposes here. If they say they report to TransUnion, that's not the account that I'm talking about. We need accounts that are going to report to the business credit reporting agencies. All right? Boom, boom, bam. That's the 3. All right? We need 5 net 30 accounts. Preferably 3 going to Dun Bradstreet. Preferably 3, because Dun Bradstreet has what they call the paydex score. All right? The paydex score is a score that goes from 1 to 100. This is the score that lenders look at when they decide to give you credit or not. Dun Bradstreet will not give you a paydex score unless you have 3 vendors reporting to them. Okay? So that's why I said that you need 5 accounts, preferably 3 at Dun Bradstreet, and then 1 and 1. And when you get your vendors, you always have to ask them who they report to. And you know the answers. Dun Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax. Okay? Boom. That's number 3. Right? So we went over credibility. We went over business credit reports. We went over net 30 accounts. Right? Now we're going to go to step 4. And remember, building business credit is a step-by-step process. Each step is needed for the next step. Okay? And you cannot skip a step. So a lot of people, they just skip all of this and go to step 4. That's not going to work. Okay? That's not going to work. All right? Each step is needed to get to the next step. Okay? In step 4, we're going to get revolving accounts. Revolving accounts are store accounts in which they will give you credit, but you need to have credit already to mess with them. You need credit already. That's why we set up those net 30 accounts. Okay? So these companies will give you credit if you got credit. And I just showed you how to get credit, how you set up your credit profile. But you don't have to pay the whole thing in 30 days. They give you a minimum amount to pay. Okay? You don't have to pay the whole thing. All right? And they'll give you larger limits. You can spend more. And it's easy to find these. These companies are places that you normally spend. Okay? Office Depot, Office Max, all those type of companies. Home Depot, Lowe's. See, they have business revolving accounts. Shell, Mobil, Exxon, Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's, and there's a whole bunch more of these. These are easy to find, but they don't advertise that they have business accounts. okay? And in order to get these, you need to have credit already, okay? So what you do is, when you get these, we're gonna go get it. So far we got 5 net 30 accounts, right? We got 5 of those. So now we're gonna go get 5 more revolving accounts. And when we get these revolving accounts, we're gonna pick one of these 5 revolving accounts, and we're gonna use that one more often than the others. And we're gonna pay it on time. And then when you have paid on time about 3 times, then you're gonna call them back and increase. We ask them to increase our limit. You're gonna get one of these revolving accounts with a limit that's up to $10,000. And you can do that if you continue, you pick one of them and you use it more often. And when they see you paid on time, about 3 payments on time, then you call them and ask for an increase. And you keep calling them back and get an increase more and more. Okay? That's what you do. Okay. Now, what you got, see, you got 5 trade lines there. Then we're going to get 5 trade lines here. So now you got about 10 trade lines. That's the basic goal, is to get 10 trade lines on the credit report. When you go to a vendor or a lender and ask them for a business loan, and they look at your business credit report, and you got 10 or more trade lines on your business credit report, paying on time, and you have total control over that, okay? You have total control over how you pay. So when they see you got 10 or more trade lines, then you can apply for business loans, equipment loans, credit lines, and stuff like that, okay? To get funding for your business, okay? That's how you build your business credit. Each step is needed for the next step. Credibility, business credit reports, vendor accounts, net 30, revolving accounts. Those are the 4 steps. When you got business credit, you can access business loans, credit lines, and more. Okay? Those are the 4 steps. We're going to entertain some questions. What do we have here? Anybody got any questions? You can open up your mic. You can type it in the chat. All right? What do we have? Anybody got some questions? At 7 o'clock, we're going to do another webinar called How to Get Amazon, Dell, and Walmart Business Credit Cards. Okay? So, let's open up for questions. Did you say, this is what Dana is asking, did you say P.O. boxes are fine to use? No, I didn't say that. Okay? P.O. boxes and UPS addresses for your main business address is a no. The reason why is when you fill out an application for a loan or account or something, and you put something in that business address, what they are doing is looking up a database of all P.O. boxes and all UPS addresses. If you match up to one of them, they can deny you and they don't have to tell you why. The three addresses that you can use for your business is 1, a brick and mortar, 2, a virtual address in which you can go to vendors and look for the Vinci virtual offices. That's what I use for virtual business addresses. They get you an address for as low as $50 a month. So that's 2. 3 is your home address. That's your last option. There are no more options. Brick and mortar, virtual address, and your home address. That's it. And considering your business address. That's it. All right? I hope I answered that question. Cool. Sajina Williams says, should I change the business address if the letter of existence is a P.O. box? Letter of existence. I don't know what that is, but you should change. If your main business address is a P.O. box, you do need to change that. No doubt about it. So, how this works is like this. When you set up your business name, you go to the Secretary of State and you give them a name that you want to use, and you give them an address for your business, and then they're gonna issue you a certificate, right? And the name, how it's spelled exactly, and the address, how they have it on that certificate, is exactly what you want to use on all documents that you have your business name, applications, permits, licenses, bank account, the EIN, when you register your telephone number, you have to give them the address. All of this needs to line up exactly, exactamundo. And I don't know Spanish, all right? Please, Charles has. That's exactly what I'm asking. Okay, bet. Cool. Charles is asking, please explain how to build credit again. Okay, here we go. The quick summary. How to build credit. There's 4 steps, 4 basic steps. 1, you have to set up your business credible in the eyes of the lender, which means you need a business name, a business phone, a business address, a EIN number, a website, a business email, a business bank account, the licenses that you need to operate. You need an entity. That's when you get that name, they tell you to select an entity. And you need a DUNS number. You get a DUNS number from Dun & Bradstreet. Okay, that's the first step. I call that step credibility. The second step, understand your business credit reporting agencies. Your 3 business credit reporting agencies are Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax. Those are the 3 main business reporting agencies. You need access to your business credit reports. You get them from these 3 agencies. All right, and you need access to your business credit reports that'll help you build business credit. Okay, those are the 4 basic steps. At my next webinar at 7 o'clock, we are going to discuss how to exactly get Amazon, Dell, and Walmart business credit cards, where I go into more detail. All right, and we have more time. All right, it takes about an hour and a half. I go into a bunch of detail that I can't go into in this little short joint right now. Okay, what else we got? Any more questions? All right, that was for that answer. I answered Charles' question. I hope I answered Charles's question. Here goes to Newton has a question. Therefore, I need to update my EIN address and Georgia Secretary of State address so they are all the same. Boom! Exactly correct. When you fill out an application for a loan or whatever it is for your business, right? They're going to look at your business credit report and they're going to check this stuff. And your name and address is real important. Your name and address have to be exactly spelled correctly, and they're going to check all these places. All right? They're going to check your Secretary of State. They're going to check your bank account to make sure the address is right. They're going to check your website to make sure the address is right. They're going to check your EIN to make sure your business address is set up to your EIN correctly. They're going to do that, all right? That's what they need. That's what you need to know. Okay. Is it hard to update an EIN address? It's very easy to update the address at the IRS. It can take one telephone call, but you might be on the telephone call waiting for about a couple hours. Or there's some form, I forgot what the form name is, the form number, but there's a form you can do that also. Okay? So there's two ways to do it. You can mail in the situation or you can call them. By mail on the telephone, it's going to take you a couple of hours, especially nowadays, on the telephone, waiting for somebody, but they can't help you and change your address at the IRS. Okay, Sagina, I ripped your name up, I know it. All right, I apologize. But Miss Williams says, how can I sign up for the 7 o'clock? For the 7 o'clock, you go to my website, which is businesscreditbuilder.us/events. Okay? And hopefully it's not sold out. Okay? But if you go to that events page, you'll see all my upcoming webinars. Okay? Hope that answered your question. Ms. Newton, I appreciate that. We got about 10 minutes before 7 o'clock. I'm gonna need 5 minutes to prepare. So we got 5 more minutes of questions. If y'all got some more questions, I'm gonna run them down for you, all right? All right, anybody got some more questions, you can open up your mic, you can type it in the chat, and we'll get it just like that. All right. All right, any more questions? We're gonna run it down, all right? And I'm gonna tell you, right, if I tell you something, it's the real deal, all right? I already know about this, all right? And I'm not gonna tell you something that I'm half sure about. I'm only gonna tell you stuff I know, that's for sure. And if I don't know it, I'm gonna tell you I don't know it, all right? I don't know everything, all right? I don't claim to know everything, but what I do tell you, it's the real deal. You can trust me on that shit right there. Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Noel, this is Miss Newton. I have a question.
All right, Miss Newton.
Do you recommend setting all these things up before getting the DUNS number?
I'm sorry, say it again, you went in and out.
Do you recommend setting everything up before getting a DUNS number so that all the addresses and stuff are correct when you apply?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely. So once you got all of this stuff set up, name, phone, address, email, website, email, bank, licenses, then, and you're satisfied with all that stuff, then we're running to Dun & Bradstreet and requesting an EIN number, and that EIN number is the DUNS number, and that DUNS number is absolutely free. It's for the free. All right, that's what you need to know.
Okay, because I do see a lot of people saying get the DUNS number first, but I'm like, it seems like you should set everything up before you go get the DUNS number.
Absolutely. That's common sense stuff right there. That's right. You are absolutely correct. Get all the information set up and then go get your DUNS number. No doubt. No diggity, no doubt. All right. Any more questions? Was this helpful? Was this information any help to anybody? Did it help clear up some stuff? Okay. What I want y'all to know is the services that I offer, you can talk to me about. You schedule a consultation, a free business credit consultation by going to my website, businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. Okay? You get your free business credit consultation. We'll sit down and we'll talk about where your business is now, where you want to go with your business, and we're going to plot out a plan to get to that. All right? I'm going to show you how to do it. All right? And I'll have more detailed information on that in my next webinar at 7 o'clock. We're going to go over more details in the products I offer. I also do websites for businesses. I do accounting. If you need financial setup, taxes done. It's the end of the year. Tax time, bam, bam. Don't mind me, don't mind me, I'm just me, all right? So excuse me for being me, all right? All right. Any more questions? Dana, that was good info. Beth, Natasha in the building. Yes, yes. Miss Williams. Yes, yes. Sherry in the building. What up, bro? Yeah, this is how we do it. 7 o'clock. We're going to go over how to get Amazon, Dell, Walmart, business credit cards. Okay? 7 o'clock. That's how we do it. It's the real. That's how we do stuff, yo. So make sure you'll schedule the free business credit consultation. You also, if you want some more information, you can go to any of my social medias from the website, businesscreditbuilder.com.us. And we got YouTube, we got Instagram, Facebook, all right, and Twitter, all right. Oh, we got a blog. The blog is incredible. The blog is incredible. Go to the website, check out the button for the blog. It's incredible. Business Credit is Real. That's the name of the blog. Business Credit is Real. Check out the blog. Got crazy information. All right? All right, Charles. Oh, I appreciate that, Charles. I appreciate that. No doubt. All right. Everybody give yourselves a round of applause. I appreciate y'all coming. 7 o'clock on the dot. We're going to kick it. All right? Make sure y'all register for that next joint. 7 o'clock, we're going to talk about how to get Amazon, Dell, Walmart, business credit cards. All right? I appreciate y'all for coming. Woo! It's 7 o'clock on the dot right now, so we're going to go ahead and kick that Willie Bo. All right? Talk to y'all in a few. Bet.